Junction 1, hardline.
My name is Paul Serene. I founded Monarch Solutions 17 years ago with a very clear purpose. There are those who would question my actions.
So he ended up getting thrown back in time?
Vindication, a testimony of how things came to be. I've always been devoted to my mission. Never deterred from my goal, no matter the sacrifice. Because I've seen where this leads. I've seen where it all ends.
We have a problem. No word from Jack Joyce's transport. It should have arrived here by now. We may have a traitor on the inside.
Gosh.
You're due for your treatment. I'll find who's behind this.
Find Jack. That's our priority. Get your best man on it.
There's more. As you know, Jack's level of interference led to unexpected complications. Witnesses from the university were transported here. You need to take a look.
Oh joy. Oh, do we get to play as Paul?
We can't afford any further obstacles at this stage of the plan.
Oh, we do.
I see two options. We could use force, remove any loose ends. But if those witnesses disappear,
The public will start asking questions. Potentially turn on Monarch.
Similar powers.
Alternatively, I could mount a broad PR strategy, get the city on our side.
Mr. Serene?
But that leaves us with
The loose ends.
Precisely. The choice is yours, but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy
Ooh.
moving forward.
You cannot turn your head around that far, Lance Riddick. So this is where the decisions...
I want this delivered to my office.
What is it?
A reminder.
You just initiated a quantum ripple. Watch the next episode of the show to see the consequence of your action.
I suggest we deal with the issue at hand. Liam Burke over there can explain the situation in more detail.
Of course. How long until the core is ready for transport?
It'll be en route to Monarch headquarters in less than an hour. Installation should be complete before the gala.
Good.
I don't know what's going on.
Jack would never understand the necessity of what I'd done. It wasn't the death William deserved. But his knowledge posed too great a risk to our plan.
Yeah, so they wanted to catch him alive if possible.
The men are waiting for your input.
So they don't know about Beth. They know there's a female source, but they don't know who.
Serene brought down the whole building just to take out that geek. Stone cold, man. Talk about making a point. Shh, he's listening.
It was the first time I'd visited the Ground Zero operation in ages. The location I'd arrived in when I went 17 years back in time. The location where my fate was sealed 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Huh.
We had Jack in custody, but I was starting to witness visions from the future which made it clear that could change very soon.
History of violent behaviour when pushed. Lack of respect for authority figures. No knowledge of fracture. Onset will render Jack Cronon enabled. Chronon ability is predicted to not manifest until 2 hours after fracture onset. That's Amy. I don't particularly want her dead.
Sir,
Who is this?
Amy Ferrero. She's one of the witnesses. Awaiting your orders on how to proceed.
Activate Junction.
My powers grew stronger, even as the Chronon syndrome worsened. I could choose a path that would become the actual future, but it wasn't optional. The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
So the Junction power reveals 2 potential futures. Your decision at each junction point will steer the stories of both the game and the live action show. Right, I just want to...
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait!
So this is going to kill her.
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses. It would be harsh. But I had made hard choices for the greater good before.
I dug through the area and I found everything I could on your bro. This is messed up, man. I trusted Monarch.
But the people of Riverport would turn against us. Our secrets would be safe, but the public would hate us, and Jack would gain new allies.
Monarch's got no authority to stop you, and you tell that to everybody on that bridge.
Huh. Okay, so that's one. What happens if we go the other way?
PR campaign.
I want to stay.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
And that's going to
Monarch
make
would
it
take
harder
a
for Jack.
PR-friendly approach and manipulate the public into siding with us. Our lies would give us control.
The manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce.
Hey, somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey, I think that's Jack Joyce.
We'd use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
But the eyewitnesses would be out there, and Jack would learn our secrets.
Ooh, okay. Choicey, choicey, choicey. I'm going to take a guess that the hardline approach will render the game a little bit more action focused and a little bit more stealth focused, where the PR campaign will also increase the action, I suppose, because we're going to have the public against us. But from a story point of view, when it comes to secrets, it might be more interesting. Because, to be honest, the hardline approach is going to result in a lot of innocent people's deaths. There were quite a lot of people on that campus, and I don't really want their deaths on my conscience. But again, that's me thinking as me. That's not me thinking as Serene. I'm going to go for the soft touch.
We can't risk any unwanted attention. Convince the witnesses not to talk. Keep eyes on them and send them home. Initialize a PR campaign. We need the city on our side.
Not this one. She's the head of the anti-Monarch movement. I think we're looking at the new face of our campaign.
But at least she'll be alive.
Jack! There's no other way out. I'm going through the machine.
Oh, wait. No! Jack! This way! Jack!
I use my power to guide us, to decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time.
See, he's going clockwise
That gives the
there.
chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
I like that. I like when it gives you statistics. So 75% of the community agreed with our choice. So most people went for the soft touch, keep the girl alive choice. Interesting. I wonder what that says about gamers, or the kind of gamers that like these kind of games. Right, what do we got here? Oh, I'm assuming this is the TV show bit.
Time's up.
Aha. See, this is why the in-game models are so detailed, because obviously they had the actual actors.
I assume that's your mother. On the left, of course, your father. And on the right, the little one. How old is she? "114 Lafayette. Is that correct? That was taken not 5 minutes ago by my associate, Michael.
Ah, you're playing an asshole.
I want a statement.
Yes.
And you don't want Michael outside of your house a moment longer.
What happens to me?
Well, that's entirely up to you.
It is interesting that they actually went for a live action
Okay. I'll do it.
thing to go with this. Guys, I don't know whether it would have been cheaper or more expensive to have this played out in cutscenes. I suppose it depends on how much they do special effect wise.
I'm so glad we could work this out. Liam, walk with me. Seems your work's been undone. We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transpo.
Surprise!
Knowing how isn't important, you just need to find him. Wincott is working on a location.
Great.
What is it?
What?
Something's wrong.
Something's coming.
University. That's not how we operate. It was sloppy.
Have all your operations gone smoothly? Go home, Liam. Wait for the call. I'm sure your wife misses you.
Huh, he knows something.
Good thing about our friend Stan is Stan makes it easy. See, the guy goes around using the same username and password everywhere he goes. Now, that means that his cloud isn't so protected. May I present to you Exhibit A.
Whoa.
Wow. God, this guy's swinging for the fences. And what is that? What are you doing, Brenner?
Coffee cup.
No, I know it's a coffee cup, but what is it doing on my table? The fuck? You know what this is? Do they have these in Idaho?
Iowa.
Whatever. Use it. You tell me what it is, Brenner?
I don't know.
I know you don't know, and that makes me sad for you. All we do now is upload our girl's video to Stan and our friends at WZWY, send Stan a note with some of his private pics, and last but not least, we post a letter. That letter allows Reclaim to take full responsibility for everything that's happening. Signed sincerely, your local terrorist, Jack Joyce. You can say it.
It's pretty awesome.
Shit.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. It's the boss.
Mr. Hatch, perfect timing. Me and Brenner, we just dug up some major dirt on our news director over at WZWY. He'll be running our copy and posting that girl's video within an hour.
Good work, Woodcock. Where are we with Joyce?
Joyce? Well, I got a lock on his transpo. I've hacked into his camera, and I'm waiting to find a locale. It's not incredibly easy.
Keep an eye on it. And when you find him, contact Burke directly. I think we have a traitor in our midst.
Bum bum bum.
Traitor? Hello? Hello? I'll let you go, Mr. Hatch. Thank you.
Is that Martin Hatch?
Get the
Yes.
fuck out of my office. Get the fuck out of my office.
Hard times.
Fuck. Give me something. Come on, Joyce.
That building's not quite superimposed well, but... So I'm assuming we're going to find out about his home life, and then that can be used as leverage? Ah. So she, the wife, doesn't know what he does. Drama and tension.
Em?
Why?
Things have been really bad at work. I'm sorry.
Oops.
I dreamt you were a cat.
Well, that's a messed up dream.
A cat.
With these big furry bear paws.
Okay,
Way
you on
too big for
drugs?
your body. It was a strange creature. But I know it's you.
Okay.
I have to get back to work soon.
You really just left?
You work more than any field manager in the history of field managers. Baby, you haven't been home in 2 days.
She says as he's there. I hate it when people do that. That's bad dialogue.
Your mom's being difficult.
Oh, I'm
She is.
I'm
She's
being difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult. What happened? What?
I don't think that's the baby. Okay. You would.
Oh, he's a lovely man at home. But at least they got people with actual on-screen chemistry. Because that kind of stuff doesn't tend to translate well into cutscenes, especially with in-engine stuff.
It's okay, go.
Yeah.
Burke, we got a lead on Joyce.
What is it?
I was able to track his transpo to a warehouse on Burgundy and Wilkins. It's inside Ground Zero perimeter. Sending you the coordinates now.
I gotta go.
Tensions.
Technological frontiers beyond anything mankind has seen. Along with its innovative research and design programs, Monarch has sought out investments with
I like that. They got a copy of The Sudden Stop by Alan Wake.
great city, transforming it into an economic powerhouse over the past.
Whoa. Well, that's where the budget's gone.
Has bolstered the city's employment rate by
2 hours after factoring time. So that's when it said that that Joyce was due to get his Chronon abilities.
and has helped eager students from all over the country to further their dreams and interest in technological research and design. And with Monarch's greatest investment in the future being right here in Riverport, it's pretty clear how bright the future is for all of us.
The future's bright.
There's been a development.
Jack,
You've already seen it.
tonight on the island. He'll be there, and he'll want revenge. I need him stopped now.
I think our focus may be somewhat misguided here.
Your fifth column traitor?
We shouldn't take it so lightly. Joyce got lucky. He escaped. He's gone. He wouldn't be foolish enough to come back. Our only vulnerability is within, Paul. You should see that.
Telling me what I've already seen.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
And I simply don't want to see you go down with it.
Just find him.
So that's why they were all at the university, because they knew what was going to happen.
Showdown shook the town last night. Joining us now is Amy Ferraro, an eyewitness on the scene. Amy, tell us, what is going on here?
There were people from our group who took things too far. Things got very violent. And that violence was because of Jack Joyce. I want people to know that he is a very dangerous person. A terrorist.
Two bacon and egg sandwiches?
Sounds like a terrifying scene down there. We really appreciate your bravery going on record to speak out against what appears to be such a dangerous person.
Clever. The joys of manipulation.
That's IT.
You wish I was IT. Hey, you don't have security clearance being here.
Security clearance.
Access granted.
I thought you had been up all night, so...
You didn't get the runny kind, did you?
Nah, it shouldn't be. It's cool, they're new. Oh, man.
Fiona Miller. Terminated. You're fired.
So what's the 411? What the hell's going on out there?
The 411.
Yeah, the 411.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
There was a shootout at the university last night.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
All right. You think they're gonna cancel the party tonight?
Are you kidding? No way. Hatch knows what he's doing.
You gonna go?
To a party? Me? Go to a party. I don't know.
We can roll together if you want.
That face.
Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Okay, buddy.
Buddy.
What are you gonna wear?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go naked.
Nice, I like that. I gotta get back to my desk. See you tonight?
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You got it bad, boy.
Buddy.
Nice try, though. Bird coing. How long are these episodes? A good chunk of time. It costs some serious money to have, like, it must be a half an hour. What's going on here? Ooh, excuse me. Oh, it's Beth.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like.
Yeah.
Fuck, Beth. I really didn't want it to be you.
You need to listen to me.
Step away from the van.
Step away! Right now! Drop the gun.
I can't do that.
You've 3 seconds till I pull.
I can't do that, Dave.
And you're a marksman for shit.
No.
Haha.
No! Gosh, he's gone. Do you see what's happening?
The stutters.
More and more.
Beth, what is going on?
Time is breaking down. The end is coming, and Joyce could be the key.
Wait, the end of what?
Time!
The end of what? The end of what?
Of time. Of life as we know it, the entire universe gone. And somehow, Monarch has been preparing for it. They knew it was coming. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
Hands on your head, down on your knees.
Brown.
Wilder, do not make me ask again. Joyce just took down half my men. You think maybe he had some help?
We're unarmed. I was responding
I do not give a fuck.
Hey, I am with Monarch.
On your knees!
If they take me in, then it's the end for me. And for you.
Down!
Just do what he says.
Do not let them take us. We'll never find the lifeboat. Think about Emily.
Just relax.
Liam!
Shut up!
Ooh. I'm not a huge fan of the cutting in that action sequence. Bit of shaky cam.
This lifeboat protocol. What is it?
I don't
It's
know.
a protocol.
But Dr. Kim was at the center of it.
Dr. Kim?
He's the guy that died.
That's impossible. It's been closed up since he disappeared.
Do you know
disappeared.
how long he gave you in?
Come on, guys.
I'm just waiting for him to spill food on his computer.
40 more to go. And more. Thanks, Fiona. It's disgusting. Holy
Zoom and enhance.
Hamburg. Gotcha, buddy. Hatch is gonna love this. Oh shit. The fucking golden boy.
Ah. That's one way of turning him.
Gotcha.
This IT guy seems like a little bit of an asshole.
Charlie. I need a favor.
Yeah.
Can we talk somewhere private?
I'd really rather not.
In your office would be good.
Yeah. So what happened with Joyce?
Oh, there's nothing there.
Huh? There's nothing there? He just wasn't there? Like, or what?
No, Hatch, he reassigned me. He wants me to secure the perimeter lab on the island. He thinks Joyce might go there. He sent me here to get access to it. Can you help me out?
Yeah, sure. Let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
You know, it's really funny that you say that that lead on Joyce was no good because I don't know. It sure looks like he was there, and that other guy kind of looks like you. But that's weird because you work for Monarch, and that guy clearly does not work for Monarch. Now I can zoom in and go, hey, wait, stop killing me, because I just put a high security alert out on your ass. You got about 20 seconds.
You're bluffing.
Hey, you're welcome to stick around and try to find out.
You know what I'm gonna do to you.
I have a pretty good idea what Monarch's gonna do to you. In about 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Good luck, buddy. 9, 8. We need all points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
Well, shit. I like the little music note subtitles.
Listen up, he's on level B, near the main overpass.
This does feel a lot like watching a television show, which I suppose it basically is. I can kind of see why there wouldn't necessarily be the best game to stream, but we'll be getting back to actual game at some point. Booyah! Good sound design.
Fucking idiots!
Liam, stop!
Who calls him Liam? This guy is clearly a badass. Apparently it's really hard to do stunts on an elevator.
Brenner, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, I know. He's in the building. Yeah.
Which one was Brenner? I can't remember which one Brenner was. It'll come back to me.
South parking structure. I repeat, south parking structure, 4th floor.
How many guys has he just taken out? Car chase sequences, also expensive to film.
Second floor. Gotta cut him off.
I know this was part of Microsoft's big cross-media aspirations.
He's heading out the entrance.
Because Remedy certainly wouldn't have had the budget for this otherwise. Even with the success of, you know, Alan Wake and Max Payne. Those things never actually stop anything.
Okay, he said he's south.
I assume they do in real life.
Phantom team, he's headed to you. He's flying. Look out.
Copy.
Cut him off. Cut. Go.
Don't. What?
You got this.
Motivational speaking.
Get me alongside him.
This doesn't strike me as the smart option. In public, on a freeway, shooting guns.
Third Street. Send it to the alley.
Copy that.
Corner it.
Don't. Wasn't a lot you could do there, to be fair. Sweaty. Is that going to be the end of the episode? Yes, it is.